Hey everyone, I just want to show you a little demo of the program that I built. This is a little scene that I put together with most of its assets from the asset store, even some downloadable things from Sketchfab, like the sword. But so what I really put together here was, and you can see my controllers that they're actually sitting on the VR couch because I matched it up with my real life couch. But what I made here was this clamshell device is actually from the movie It Follows. And it was never a real device, but a lot of people thought it was really cool. So I made a virtual version of it for my wife as a present. And how it works is if I close it here, you can see a little slot in the back of it. And each of these cartridges here is a program that you can write and that my game picks up at the beginning. So like for instance, I'll take this ASCII gallery program and put it into the clamshell, and it boots up, and you can actually see different images, ASCII art images. And I'll close it out, and you can eject the cartridge. And like, here's a little game. It's a terrible game. I just made a little version of like people chasing you, and you can run from them and try and get captured, not to get captured. I'll eject that. And then here's like for instance MP3 player, or an OGG player actually. And the OGG files actually, you just put them in a folder in the game and they get picked up inside of the cartridge there. I just did a couple there. I don't want to play that too much. And then I'll eject that. And then I'll pick up the weather one here. And I built a weather control system. And actually, the weather control system is hooked into a bunch of things like time of day, and it happens over about 60 seconds, but like the skybox fades between one to the next, and the time of day changes, and sounds for during the day, and rain and wind noises. And I even found a glass shader online that has a really cool dripping effect that also fades over time as it gets windier. So I'm just going to put that down and then jump over into VS Code in a second here and show you some of the little programs. So in the background, these JavaScript programs are the actual cartridges that you see, or at least the text is picked up when the program starts and stored in an array along with the other information for that cartridge. So every JavaScript program in the folder gets spawned as a cartridge inside the game. And they're pretty simple. So like for controlling the weather, the extra thing you need is this setup, which gives you your input and output for the weather control system. And the same for the OGG, for the Vorbis OGG player. Like using the setup gives you puts a list into the program with a JavaScript JSON object that has all the OGGs available, and then like something like the game program, which really only takes in input through this action function here, and then really the output is just a couple text fields which end up on the hardware device, the little clamshell, and like an e-reader field that has just like some poetry in a list, and then the ASCII art you can see on the ASCII art gallery cartridge.